Recover from your injuries, just like the athletes you see on SportsCenter. Dr. John Ellis, David Haynes, Chris Myers, and Corbett Boone are there to provide both surgical and non-surgical care for the injured athlete and active adult. Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletics, will get you back in the game.
Pickens Bail Bonds, voted #1 bail bond company in McLennan County, is a family-owned bail bond company in business since 1995. Pickens Bail Bonds is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with fast, reliable service to guide you, your family, and your friends through difficult times. Next time you need help, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 254-755-7589. Pickens Bail Bonds says, "Go Pirates!"
When you are tired of good enough pizza and want the only authentic Italian quality pizza in town, with dough and sauce made fresh daily in-house, vegetables freshly chopped throughout the day, and meats made using the finest beef, pork, and chicken, I present to you locally owned and operated Marco's Pizza. Marco's has 3 convenient locations to serve you, including across from Pirate Stadium in Belmead. Feeding the entire family piping hot, authentic Italian fresh pizza, cheesy bread, and dessert tonight is as easy as going to marcos.com or stopping by the newest location in Belmead. Marco's Pizza. Say goodbye to just good enough.
Have you heard it said that a player should get their head in the game? Many consumers overpay on credit cards they carry and use on a daily basis. Cards with rigid due dates and hefty late charges. Is this you? Why do this when there's a better local option? At First Central Credit Union, we offer low interest rates, no annual fee, and 10 days grace before a late charge is due. And there's no balance transfer fee. Visit us online at firstcentralcu.com and get your head in the game. Everything we do for you.
Member NCUA.
Since 1945, Willis Plumbing, located at 3217 Belmead Drive, has been your source for all your plumbing repairs and septic tank service needs in Belmead and surrounding areas. Kenny Willis, a 1966 La Vega graduate, and wife Martha, a 1968 graduate, invite you to give them a call the next time a plumbing problem arises at your business or residence. Willis Plumbing is your source for all plumbing supplies. Electric sewer service and sewer camera inspection is available. When you need help with a plumbing problem, give Willis Plumbing a call at 799-5300. Remember, our plumbing pays because it stays.
Friday nights. Lots of things have changed since this pandemic set in, but the need for teachers and coaches hasn't. Only your working conditions. McLennan County Democratic Party is here to thank everyone that's had something to do with these young people on the field tonight. Teachers, coaches, administrators, support staff. You are this fall's first responders. We want to thank you. It didn't have to be this way. Joe Biden supports our neighborhood public schools and opposes vouchers. We stand with all of you as you motivate and inspire. Little ad paid for by McLennan County Democratic Party. Stephen Rick Reed, Treasurer.
14-0 our score. La Vega leading Stephenville here at Memorial Stadium at the campus of Tarleton State University. Rich Richardson, Brian Crownover with you. No intern Owen tonight. He is on assignment, so he'll be with us for our next broadcast. But you have got the scoring summary for tonight there, Mr. Crownover.
I do. Only 2 to talk about and 2 for the good guys, so I'm okay with that. La Vega's third possession of the game was a 6-play, 2-19-second, 81-yard drive. A nice pass set up by some play actions from Jordan Rogers to Brian Bouye, a 37-yard run to put the Pirates up 7-0. Late in the second quarter, earlier in the second quarter, the next possession for the Pirates, 5 plays, 82 yards, 1 minute and 43 seconds. And that was a short run by Jarquay Walton to put La Vega up 14-0, and that's where we are right now.
Before we go to the Waco Trib scoreboard, I got a couple of scores of my own.
Okay.
In the NBA Finals, Game 5, with the Los Angeles Lakers leading 3-1. They just started the second quarter, and the the Heat are on top of the Lakers 29-24. So that is really early, but it is Game 5. If the Lakers win this one tonight, it is church, and we'll have new NBA champions, and we'll have to listen to all the Laker fans.
There you go.
I didn't say that, did I?
Well, they'll be out.
And in the middle of the 7th inning, series tied 2 apiece. Winner of this game will move on to the American League Championship Series. The New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays are tied at 1.
There you go.
No major surprise there. Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow, the starters in that one. So, now getting back to high school football. The Waco Trib scoreboard, lots of big games going on in the area. Even though there's some teams that aren't playing because of that corona thing.
Yeah, there's a few that are, and a few that we talked about pregame are in some close matchups. Midway up 10-6. Looks like at halftime over South Grand Prairie. Temple trailing Arlington Martin 26-15 at halftime. Midland Lee blanking Belton 19-0 also at the half. Let's see, China Spring 31 all over Gatesville 31-13 at halftime. Salado and Conley in a tight one, a defensive battle it looks like. Salado 7, Conley 3 at halftime. I did read some stuff on Twitter. It seems as though Conley's turning the ball a lot and kind of not playing very well, getting kicked in the butt with some penalties. So no doubt they'll probably turn it around, but a good one there, 7-3 Salado. Robinson trailing Gerald 23-8. Brownsboro losing to Mejia 35-21. Hillsboro 38. Vetus 7. West over Whitney 7-0 at halftime. Malakoff 35. Grossbeck nothing. That's a final. I think they played last night, I believe.
They played last night.
Now McGregor trailing Troy. This is a good game, 35-34. Wow. Nearing halftime, a high-scoring game there in McGregor. Cameron Yale blanking Academy 21-0. Lexington 35. Riesel 7. That's nearing the end of the second quarter. Clifton 34. Florence 3. Crawford 24. Hamilton 6. Bosqueville all over Itasca 35-0 at halftime. And Rio Vista also at halftime, hammering Valley Mills 35-7. Dawson 22. Axtell 6. Marlin beating Cayuga 16-0. That's ending the second quarter. Bruce Valletta getting blanked Hearn, beating them 34-0. Holland over Moody so far 35-6. Thorndale 6. Rosebud Lot nothing. Let's see. Wortham 44. Frost 21. I was flipping by a few of the games that have been postponed or canceled, including Martin Bremond got pushed to November the 6th. Meridian 35. Ranger nothing. Dallas Covenant 17. Bishop Riker 14. Now Riker, we were informed, I think they're out without 7 starters. I think 12 kids tested positive. The reason they are playing, I did see, is those kids, they tested everyone else is fine. Those kids are not playing. They brought up a bunch of kids from the JV. The JV game was canceled. So, when you're only trailing by 3, when that's going on, that's a pretty, I would think that's a pretty good deal. So again, Dallas Covenant 17, Riker 14, a couple of more here. We got actually just one more. Aquila trailing Bowie Goldberg 54-6.
When we come back, we'll get into the adjustments and get you started with the second half. 14-0, La Vega leads at the half. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com from the Marco's Pizza traveling broadcast booth.
Make your car showroom new inside and out with the complete detail from Nick's Foam & Go. Serving Waco in the Central Texas area, Nick's Foam & Go is fully mobile and the only installer with CB3 ceramic coating. Contact Nick at 254-400-0083. That's 254-400-0083. And when you get your next full detail, mention La Vega Pirates State Champs to get 15% off.
Fans, roll into First Central Credit Union. You can bring it local and have lower vehicle payments with First Central. Refinancing vehicles with us gives you the hometown winning advantage. So what's your game plan? It's time to save on all your vehicles and win big with a free Sirius XM trial. It's easy. Visit us online at firstcentralcu.com.
Sirius XM trial offer on factory eligible vehicles. Membership and loan application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Water is the absolute worst thing for your driveway. It seeps below the surface and erodes the base, which leads to cracks and uneven slabs of concrete. Call the driveway company. Our certified concrete specialists will lift, fill, and seal your driveway, keeping it beautiful for years to come and saving you thousands of dollars. Call today for a free inspection.
The driveway company.
Call today at 293-SEAL, 293-SEAL. Members Choice Credit Union has your winning game plan for all your financial needs. Let Members Choice be your home team for all your banking needs made easier. Visit our online branch anytime at choicefcu.com to apply for membership and open your account, or stop by any of our convenient locations, including 845 New Dallas Highway in Belmead. Members Choice Credit Union, one of the top credit unions in the country, proudly supports the La Vega Pirates football team. Members Choice Credit Union, choices made right.
Express Dry Clean and Laundry at 901 North Loop 340 is proud to be backing La Vega Pirate football. At Express Dry Clean and Laundry, we pride ourselves on service, convenience, and quality. Open weekdays 7 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8 to 3 with same-day service available. 3 pant and shirt specials along with discounts to seniors, uniform, military, and police personnel. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, take advantage of our 25% off Express bag of dry cleaning. Express Dry Clean and Laundry located at 901 North Loop 340.
You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat.
Yeah, they right there.
Presented by Southwest Sports Medicine.
Welcome back. We got about a minute until the kickoff for the second half. We'll go to halftime adjustments. I think we can get right into it, actually, with Stephenville. They got to stop the Pirates defensively. La Vega's found something on those tackles, especially off that left side that set up that touchdown. We talked about Andrew Brown being moved out to tight end. They started blocking a lot more. They're starting to get those linebackers, which seem to be those Stephenville playmakers, and pushing them backwards, allowing Jarquay Walton and Manny Ruiz and Jordan Rogers to get more yards and kind of push themselves in the field. Stephenville has blitzed a lot, so Stephenville's got to find out a way to get a bigger push, even though they're blitzing a ton, and that's going to be hard to do, as we've seen La Vega open their splits up and push everything outside. I think for the Pirates, I don't think there's a ton of adjustments. I think defensively, that first drive, they allowed some yards. It was a big catch and run for about 13, 14 yards. The run at the end of the half didn't really count. It's 25 yards, kind of like a Hail Mary. So I think defensively, the Pirates are right where they want to be. They're getting pressure up front. They're not having to blitz a lot. They're running that basic little 4-3 that they run. And offensively, I think they've made their adjustments midway through the first quarter. So keep doing what they're doing offensively, move the ball. And I think with Jarquay and Manny and Jordan taking over, I think they've done a really good job. And I expect to see more of the same. I do expect Stephenville to try to open it up a little bit more. 2 or 3 of their incompletions have been really good passes. This one down on the sideline here that was juggled. And we talked about a deep ball that was dropped by the receiver. So I do expect them to open it up a little bit more here in the second half, especially when you're down 14-0. But this first possession, I think, is huge for Stephenville. They got to drive down, at least get it to where you put La Vega back in their deep in their own territory. So we're getting ready for the kickoff, and we'll see.
You miss me?
I did miss you.
Our Members Choice Credit Union kickoff to start the second half is a high, short, end-over-end kick, fair caught, as they have been most of the night by Stephenville. That was number 13, Trace Morrison. So Stephenville starts their own 25, 1st and 10, trailing 14-0. And like you mentioned, this is a very important drive for the Yellow Jackets, just simply because if they go 3 and out, La Vega turns around and runs right down their throat. That could take them out of the game pretty quick.
And I think a lot of coaches will tell you the most important drive of the game is that of the second half, defensively and offensively.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. 2 receivers to each side. Roundtree drops back, throws the out pattern, has his man brought down after about an 8-yard gain. And we're looking at those black numbers on silver uniforms.
It's dark down there, too. That's the thing. It's not quite as lit up as a lot of stadiums are.
And that was actually
8 yards.
Oh. That was Elston on the catch. And the handoff this time going to Phillips off left tackle. That's a pickup of about 7 for Phillips. So 2 nice gains for Stephenville right out of the bat. And it's a Nick Foreman go, first down.
And I think throwing to the outside and actually just throwing downfield is going to open up that running game a little bit. I'm surprised that they didn't go to it earlier, to be honest.
2 receivers to the near side. Now in motion, 1 receiver. Roundtree takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming. Still trying to find a man. And pass gets tipped as he gets walloped. Falls incomplete. And it's going to make it a 2nd down and 10.
But throwing and running and doing all these adjustments is only going to work if their linemen stop getting whipped up front like they just did. I mean, Rayshawn Roberts, Deontay Robinson are literally just pushing their guys that are in front of them straight backwards. There's no swing moves. There's no anything like that. I mean, they're just straight bull rushing. And when that's wearing you out and that's hitting you hard, it's going to be hard to figure out a way to make your offense thrive.
2 receivers to each side on this second down and 10 play. Our third quarter is presented by Pickens Bail Bonds, located at 705 at Kane in Belmead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call, 755-7589. Roundtree changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, tries to get around the outside and doesn't get a whole lot, maybe a couple of yards, and that's going to make it a 3rd down and 8. So Roundtree picks up 2. Just underway here in the second half from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tarleton State University. La Vega up 14-0, trying to move to 2-0 in district play. 2 receivers to each side for the Yellow Jackets. Running back to the left of the quarterback Roundtree, who takes the snap, goes deep down the far side, has his man, hits him in stride. A beautiful pitch and catch all the way down to the 17-yard line. So a 41-yard pitch and catch. And that was to Coy Eakin. 44-yard play, the biggest play of the night by far for the Yellow Jackets. 2 receivers to the inside or to the near side. Run the play action. They tried the quick slant, and the receiver was overthrown by Roundtree. It's going to fall incomplete and make it now 2nd down and 10.
And that big pass play we saw, La Vega didn't have a safety back there. It was literally one-on-one coverage at the top. They dropped the safety. I think that was Eichelhart. They had him down there kind of doubling the slot receiver towards us. A great call to go deep there. And he had about a yard slot where he could throw it in because it was pretty good coverage. But Stephenville, like we said, they're going to have to start airing it out, and so far they've done a good job here in the first minute and a half.
Receiver to each side. Roundtree takes the snap, throws to the near side to the end zone, and it's caught and dropped. The referee says he was bobbling it as he went out of the back of the end zone. So it is ruled an incomplete pass, and once again, he's snake bit tonight. It's Trace Morrison.
Yeah. Really,
a beautiful throw, and he just could not contain it. I'm not real sure which Pirate was covered. It might have been Marcus Willis.
Major Sterling, yeah.
Oh, it was Major Sterling?
Yeah. And it was good coverage. He turned around at the last second.
Yep, tremendous coverage.
As he caught it, and I think they were both kind of tussling for it there. Yeah, and again, you said like he's being snake bit. That's the 3rd time.
Snap is back. Roundtree again with play action. Throws up the middle.
Coverage.
And a real nice job of coverage right there by the middle linebacker for the Pirates. That's Latravius Johnson. And that again, an incomplete pass. Now it's 4th down from the 18-yard line. And the field goal unit probably coming out for the Yellow Jackets and head coach Sterling Doty.
Well, it looks to be some confusion. There you go. I think they got the wrong team. Good coverage. They tried that little tight end pop pass, which basically means tight end kind of just finds a little seam down the middle. But Latravius was all over it. And again, the secondary did a good job after getting up that big game to put Stephenville in a field goal attempt.
So the kicker is Trace Morrison. Snap back, and there is a whistle.
Yeah, play clock was going. I think Stephenville had to call timeout.
Yeah, it's a Community Bank and Trust timeout. We'll take it with them. 10:07 to go in the 3rd. La Vega up 14-0. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com. Our streaming on CentexBeat.com and the Centex Beat app, presented by First Central Credit Union.
Pickens Bail Bonds, voted #1 bail bond company in McLennan County, is a family-owned bail bond company in business since 1995. Pickens Bail Bonds is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with fast, reliable service to guide you, your family, and your friends through difficult times. Next time you need help, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 254-755-7589. Pickens Bail Bonds says, go Pirates!
You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football. KWBT Waco, Temple, Killeen.
First shot, let's go!
A 34-yard field goal attempt for Trace Morrison of the Stephenville Yellow Jackets. As we come back to play, snap back, hold down, kick up, and it is good by a ton. 10:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Yellow Jackets get on the board. 14-3 La Vega. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com.
How How can we help you? That's a question we ask every day at American Bank. Hi, I'm President and CEO Dana Hassel. Our commitment to our customers is what drives us. It's why we've invested in new branch buildings and technology like ITMs that let you speak to a teller face-to-face from your car. It's why we work with local businesses, helping Waco grow and thrive. And it's why decisions about your accounts and loans are made here in Waco by people who know you. How can we help you? Find out at American Bank, member FDIC.
Go to our next special event at the Bellmead Civic Center. From quinceañeras to Christmas parties, the Civic Center has room to accommodate your needs. You planning that special birthday party, having a family reunion, or training seminar? Book now at the Bellmead Civic Center. If you need to rent a room for that big event for your family or business function, the Bellmead Civic Center is what you're looking for. Let their friendly and knowledgeable staff help take some of the hassle out of planning your next event. Call them today at 799-2418 or visit them at the Bellmead Civic Center, conveniently located near I-35 and Loop 340. No matter if your event's big or small, they've got room for you. A 34-yard field goal by Trace Morrison cuts the La Vega lead to 14-3. Brian, you got the drive?
And it was a quick drive, really, a minute and 59 seconds, 9 plays. They spanned 58 yards, and really a pretty important drive, I think, to get on the board for Stephenville. We talked about it being the most important drive of the game for them, and to at least get some points and keep them in the game.
Morrison with the Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff, a high end-over-end kick that Major Sterling charges, and then it ends up bouncing out of bounds. That could have been a scary little scenario, too.
Yeah, and really, I think it was kind of smart. I think he didn't want to muff it, but then he realized he had quite a bit of time. If it did bounce, and he could pick it up and kind of fall on it. And he saw the trajectory was kind of leading out of bounds. So, man, that gets you up to the 30-yard line.
And I bet, unlike the Atlanta Falcons, he knew that was a live ball.
I bet he did, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, too soon?
It doesn't bother me, no.
Sorry, Robert. we have a friend of the station that's a big Falcons fan. So, lots of big NFL action coming up this weekend, too, including the boys hosting the Giants. 3 receivers to the near side, running back to the right of the quarterback, Rogers, who takes the snap, keeps it himself, counters back. Nice block by Manny Ruiz that helps Rogers get out to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of right at 10. They're going to give him 11. And it's going to be a Nick Svoman first down.
And another nice run by Rogers. Nothing there on that right side. And, of course, he jukes back to the left side where he has a lot more room. Makes something out of nothing. But, again, that play that Jesse Majors to give them the ball at the 30. Now all of a sudden you're at the 41-yard line after one play, and you're looking good and with a lot of confidence here.
2 receivers to the far side, running back on each side of Rogers now. The handoff to Walton, gets past one man, cuts back inside, gets to the 45 to pick up a 4 and makes it 2nd and 6.
You just keep seeing them, and we have been talking about it, kind of harping on it all game, but you keep seeing them bounce off that left side, and they've definitely found something with Jarquay right up on Andrew Brown's behind as he keeps bouncing out there.
3 receivers to the far side. Rogers takes the snap, has running room off right tackle, has one man to beat across the 30, cuts to the near side. It's a foot race. 10, 5, touchdown, Jordan Rogers. A 55-yard run, but let's see if it stays, as there is a flag on the field, and the way Case Baggett is reacting, there may be a call against him.
Yeah, and it was holding, and I think that they got it on Damian Brown, if I am remembering correctly. That was the right guard. But, man, that was a good call. He was holding, and it did open up that giant hole to start the run. So a good run by Jordan. I think everybody else blocked well, but when you get the one guy that's holding, that's going to make that run pretty healthy there. And
so now La Vega,
call,
so La Vega will now have a 2nd down and about 16, give or take, from the 35-yard line. As we approach 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, La Vega leading 14-3. And timeout called by the Pirates. So we'll take it with them. A Community Bank and Trust timeout with 9:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. La Vega up 14-3. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com from the Marco's Pizza traveling broadcast booth.
Water is the absolute worst thing for your driveway. It seeps below the surface and erodes the base, which leads to cracks and uneven slabs of concrete. Call the Driveway Company. Our certified concrete specialists will lift, fill, and seal your driveway, keeping it beautiful for years to come and saving you thousands of dollars. Call today for a free inspection.
The Driveway Company.
Call today at 293-SEAL, 293-SEAL. 9:05 to go in the third quarter. La Vega leading 14-3 from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tarleton State University in Stephenville, Texas. Rich Richardson, Brian Crownover. No intern Owen tonight. He's on assignment. So we hope he'll be back for our next broadcast here in a couple weeks. Two receivers to the far side, running back on each side of the quarterback, Rogers, who takes the snap, keeps it himself, finds some running room, and runs into Case Baggett. And that allows the defense of Stephenville to get to Rogers, stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And there's only so many times you can be in second and third and longs and get lucky and get those big gains.
Right.
Just like we've been seeing in the first half. So you don't want to keep putting yourself in those situations. And they did there, and now they're in a third and long where you're most certainly going to have to at least try to throw it here.
Third down and officially 15 from the 36-yard line of the Pirates. We go under 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Three receivers to the far side. Rogers takes a snap, hands it off to Walton on the jet sweep, tries to fight off a tackler, and a very persistent tackler for the Yellow Jackets. Walton picks up 2, but it's going to make it a 4th down and 11.
And I think that's a situation where, instead of throwing in and chancing something happen, you're kind of trusting your defense that they can make a stop here because, you can get it to Walton on the outside. Sometimes he can break a play and get his speed to the outside. But unfortunately for the Pirates there, that was no good.
Rogers into punt, back deep to receive is Kason Phillips. Line drive kick. Goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. But Stephenville will start this drive with pretty good field position with 7:40 to go in the third quarter. La Vega up 14-3. And looks like the Yellow Jackets will start from their own 29. And the defense has definitely shown on both sides of the ball tonight. Not a whole lot of offense on either side. I mean, the Pirates under 200 yards in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets had under 100 in the first half.
And you take away that 25-yard run at the end of the half there. That was the majority of their offense rushing the ball.
Two receivers to the near side. The quarterback, Roundtree, hands it off to Phillips off right tackle. Has a little bit of room, gets out to the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Stephenville.
And they started letting the ends, I've noticed on these tackles here on the offensive line, they started letting these ends kind of rush as hard as they can to the outside and kind of baiting them. That time they tried to get Phillips off that right guard, but it was good linebacking, a good safety play for the Pirates.
Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Phillips goes off left guard again, out to the 34-yard line. That's a pickup of 2, and it's going to make it now a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Javion Cooper, Latravius Johnson, they're kind of a combo tackle. They try to run the same play, it looked like, but Rayshon stayed at home. Instead of trying to rush around that right tackle, he kind of got bullied up with him, forcing that guy to guard him and to try to block him, and then that opened it up, like I said, for Latravius Johnson.
Wing to the left, Roundtree takes the snap, throws the pop pass to the outside, hits his man at about the 38-yard line. That's Trace Morrison, and it's going to be about a 9-yard catch, the first catch of the night for Morrison, and a Nick Foman go first down. The Yellow Jackets moving the ball. 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Two receivers to the far side. Wing to the near side. Roundtree takes the snap, hands it off to Phillips. has some running room around the far side as he gets close to midfield and he gets stopped at the 49. That's going to be a pickup of 7, make it now 2nd and 3.
And Stephenville's found some. They found a little bit of zip, found a little bit of pop, and that's coming out at halftime with a little bit of energy. We've gotten beat very badly this first half, and we're only down 2 touchdowns. So let's pop it down and get some points. And I'm telling you, getting points in that first drive has helped them out. Now they did call a penalty here. It looks like it's holding. They're moving it back, but they seem like a little bit more urgency. They're kind of flying around a little bit more, a little more speed, a little more. We need to get the ball down the field, and we can do this. So big holding call now. It's going to bring up 1st and 20.
Yeah, 10-yard pickup there negates that 7-yard run for Phillips. 2 receivers to each side. Roundtree takes the snap, drops back, pressure coming, steps up, looking for a man, looking, throws over the top, almost hits Major Sterling between the 2 and the 3 as the pass falls incomplete. And it wouldn't have really mattered much anyway, as the receiver had stepped out of bounds. So all in all, it was just not a good play for the Yellow Jackets, and it's now a 2nd and 20.
And it was a bang play for the corner there, too. That was a nice play by Jesse. Could have been PI, could have not been PI. It's one of those 50-50s.
A lot of hand fight.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, we looked down at the official down the field, and he had his hat off, so he didn't throw it. And here we are, 2nd down and 20.
3 receivers to the far side, the option to the near side. The pitch goes to Phillips, and a real nice job of tackling there by Jesse Major Sterling, taking the legs out of the table. It's a 3-yard pickup, and it'll make it still a 3rd down and very long.
That was Jesse again, and that was Anthony Burns, too, crashing down from the safety, making good plays. Again, they run the option, I think, twice or 3 times, and it hasn't worked yet. I think you underestimate how quickly those Vega safeties and those Vega corners can get off of blocks and come in and make those tackles. So not a terrible idea on 2nd and long, but right now you got to throw it.
Snap back. Looking, has his man, does Roundtree. And it's going to be a 1st down after it looks like Eigelhart may have nudged the receiver after he had stepped out of bounds. So it's going to end up going from a 3rd and 17 to a
4th and 17, yeah.
Yeah, going from a 4th and 17 to an automatic 1st down.
And really just a throwaway by the quarterback. And again, we get these games sometimes where the Pirates just keep piling on these penalties that are unnecessary. That he was in front of the receiver, saw that it was over his head, and just hit him out of bounds. I mean, that's just stuff that doesn't need to happen.
And that drives nobody crazier than Coach John Hyde.
Well, you get a holding or a false start or something, at least you're trying to do something. That was just, you saw the receiver out of bounds, and you just decided to push him down. You just can't do that stuff. 2
receivers to the far side. Roundtree drops back, goes deep down the near side, has a man, overthrows him a little bit, and goes incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
That was good coverage there, and you can tell their game plan, like we talked about, is going to be to air it out and throw it. And I'm not 100% sure why they didn't do that from the start, but good coverage there, and so far La Vega is kind of fighting back. They've pushed that safety back. Javon's been back there in the safety position.
5:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Roundtree throws the pop pass to the outside, hits his man, gets out to the 40 before he's stacked up. So it's going to be a pickup of 10, and Nick Spolman go 1st down.
And that's going to be there. They're kind of pushing their corners back to the side that doesn't have the safety. So Marcus Cobb, I believe, was out there to flex on that guy. It seems when they have that safety on this side, the top side, that slot guy's wide open.
Reese Elston on the catch there. He's also on the catch here on the same play, just to the near side. Gets out to the 35. That's a 5-yard pitch and catch for Stephenville, making it 2nd down and 5. And that's the 19th pass thrown tonight. Or, excuse me, the 20th pass thrown tonight by Gavin Roundtree.
2nd down and 5 for the Jackets.
2 receivers to the far side. Roundtree looking, goes deep down the near side, has a man wide open, and Javon Eigelhart closes ground very quickly and knocks it down. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
And that was the play that we talked about, that slot little quick screen. They faked that. the corner sucked up. Fortunately, I don't think he threw it as well as he probably wanted to, because I think it hit Eichelhart in the back of the helmet.
I think
but
so,
Eichelhart was there, like you said, he did close in very quick. But I think if he throws that a little bit more to the outside and kind of on a line, we're looking at a 14-9 ball game.
4:24 and counting here in the third quarter. La Vega up 14-3. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Roundtree takes the snap. Handoff goes to Phillips, who goes up the middle, fighting his way inside the Express Dry Clean and Laundry red zone all the way down to the 15. That's a 20-yard pickup for Phillips on his 17th carry of the night. And Stephenville just pushing and pushing and pushing and moving the ball in chunks, trying to get more points on the board. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Receiver to each side, wing to the near side. The running back Phillips to the left hand of Roundtree, who takes the snap, hands it off to Phillips, and gets chopped down at the 14-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 1, making it 2nd and 9.
That's a nice play by Anthony Burns. He's came crashing in a few times. He's kind of serves as that safety kind of outside flex linebacker when they only have a couple of receivers, and he has flown around to the ball. They're moving him back to safety now, it looks like, but he's made some big hits here on this drive.
Two receivers stacked to the far side, one to the near side. Roundtree takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the far side, rolling, and runs out of bounds. Pretty much at the line of scrimmage. He's actually going to lose a yard. All right, they are going to give him the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Yellow Jackets from the 14 of La Vega.
Yeah, and that's a guy that we saw run a few times in the first half and have speed. I don't know if they're afraid that he's going to run out and he's going to get hurt or get hit, but he could be an added weapon. I think he's quick enough to get to the outside, as he's shown there. And really, I thought if he decided to tuck that and run a little bit quicker, he might have had a first down. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 9 and a nice play there by the La Vega corners.
Two receivers to the near side, wing to the near side. Roundtree takes the snap, and there are whistles. Looks like it may be a false start. That's very possibly going to be a false start against the Yellow Jackets, which will make it 3rd and 14. So now you push the Yellow Jackets back a little bit further. 3:19 to go in the third. La Vega up 14-3. Our third quarter sponsor is Pickens Bail Bonds, located at 705 Kane in Belmead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 755-7589. The snap is back. The ball comes loose and picked up on the broken play by Roundtree, and there's all sorts of room up the middle, and he goes up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. And it seemed like when the ball came loose, the defense, I don't want to say got lax, but they just didn't seem to be watching their assignments anymore.
Well, I don't know if it was a quarterback draw or what it was, but there was a ton of room in the middle of the field, as we see the extra point up and good. He dropped it. He flat out dropped the snap.
Yeah.
And then when he picks it up, he just takes off running, and all the receivers had already run past. So a very lucky and fortunate bounce there for the Yellow Jackets, and they're now back in the game.
14-10, La Vega on top. Members Choice Credit Union has your winning game plan for all your financial needs. Let Members Choice be your home team for all your banking needs made easier. Visit our online branch anytime at choicefcu.com to apply for membership and open your account, or stop by any of our convenient locations, including 845 New Dallas Highway in Belmead. Members Choice Credit Union, one of the top credit unions in the country, proudly supports the La Vega Pirates football team. Members Choice Credit Union, choices made right.
Friday nights. Lots of things have changed since this pandemic set in, but the need for teachers and coaches hasn't. Only your working conditions. Mount County Democratic Party is here to thank everyone that's had something to do with these young people on the field tonight. Teachers, coaches, administrators, support staff. You are this fall's first responders. We want to thank you. It didn't have to be this way. Joe Biden supports our neighborhood public schools and opposes vouchers. We stand with all of you as you motivate and inspire. Click Land Pay For It on Mount County Democratic Party. Stephen Reed, Treasurer.
Third quarter of tonight's La Vega Pirates football game is sponsored by Pickens Bail Bonds, located at 705 Kane in Belmead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 755-7589.
A 19-yard touchdown run by quarterback Gavin Roundtree makes it now 14-10 in favor of the Pirates. Ryan, you got the scoring drive.
I think it was a nice drive by the Yellow Jacks. 14 plays, 4 minutes and 29 seconds, and it was 71 yards.
Jesse Major Sterling picks up the long Members Choice Credit Union kickoff, tries to find some running room, can't find any, goes out of bounds at the 20, and that is where the La Vega Pirates will start this drive with 3:11 to go in the third quarter. The 14-0 lead at the half is now 14-10, and it's probably about time for the Pirates to put some more points on the board.
It is, and those adjustments we talked about how good La Vega is at adjusting things. Man, Stephenville has done that to perfection. 2 long drives, really long drives. I think La Vega had, 4 plays on their drive, so they've been out there literally 90% of this quarter so far, and La Vega's really leaning on their defense, and that's something they can't have is to get them tired.
So Walton takes the handoff, first down and 10, finds some running room, gets across the 25 out to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and they'll make it now 2nd down and 4 for the Pirates as the clock goes under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 57 yards for Walton tonight on 14 carries. 3 receivers to the near side for the Pirates. Rogers takes the snap, keeps it himself on the zone read, gets across the 30, 35, 40, breaks away, and he's off to the races down the near sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jordan Rogers, a 74-yard touchdown run, but there's a flag sitting at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, you got to think it's holding. Yeah, he's golly.
That would be the second huge run by Rogers brought back tonight because of a penalty. And that's enough to drive a coaching staff absolutely bananas. We'll see what the official has to say about this.
Holding, my goodness.
Holding call against the Pirates.
2 touchdowns called back because of holding. I mean, they've golly.
And you'll want to see where the hold took place.
It's up at midfield. I mean, you're going to get first down.
Yeah, it'll still be first down. There'll still be a pickup. They're showing it at the 49-yard line. So it's actually a 25-yard pickup by Jordan Rogers.
Back to the 40.
And then it moves it back. Yeah. So Rogers gets 25 on the carry, which puts him at 99 for the night. But boy, that would have been an absolute game changer for the Pirates.
Now, I'm not 100% sure where they called it, but if it's where I think they did, the 2 Stephenville guys just ran into each other. I don't know if that's what they saw or what they didn't see, but that is 2 touchdowns returned as a holding.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 back in the backfield with Rogers. Now Ruiz comes into the backfield, takes the handoff, tries to find some running room, and there is nothing there. He's going to actually lose a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that wasn't a very good snap. That saw Jordan Rogers kind of reach down towards his ankles, pick that one up, and give it to Manny. And they kind of let that backside defensive end, when you do a flex to the outside, you let that backside defensive end go free because you're not going to block him because you're going to outrun him. And at that time when he did that, the handoff was late. That backside defensive end had time to catch up, and he caught Manny for a 2-yard loss.
3 receivers again to the near side. Rogers takes the snap, throws the pop pass to Bouye. It's been very successful. A big hole, and Bouye goes through it. 30, 20, 10. Nobody's catching him. Touchdown, Jabrian Bouye, 61 yards, and no flags on the field.
Yeah.
The Pirates now lead 20-10.
That's the first thing you look at, right? I mean, that's the first thing. And they've had success with that. He threw a touchdown pass on that same exact play in the first quarter. That was the first touchdown of the game. And they like putting Bouye in the slot. Some good blocking down there. I think that was, I didn't see that was, it might have been Manny Ruiz. But man, he literally caught it and took a straight line to the end zone. A phenomenal play call, a good run, and really to bounce back from that unfortunate holding call on that touchdown run and to get a touchdown, a much-needed touchdown here for the Pirates.
Snap back, hold down, kick up, and it is good. So with 1:37 to go in the third quarter, La Vega gets that lead back. It's now 21-10.
Friday nights, lots of things have changed since this pandemic set in, but the need for teachers and coaches hasn't. Only your working conditions. McLennan County Democratic Party is here to thank everyone that's had something to do with these young people on the field tonight. Teachers, coaches, administrators, support staff, you are this fall's first responders. We want to thank you. It didn't have to be this way. Joe Biden supports our neighborhood public schools and opposes vouchers. We stand with all of you as you motivate and inspire. Click glad paid for by McLennan County Democratic Party, Stephen Rick Reed, Treasurer.
How can we help you? That's a question we ask every day at American Bank. Hi, I'm President and CEO Dana Hassett. Our commitment to our customers is what drives us. It's why we've invested in new branch buildings and technology like ITMs that let you speak to a teller face-to-face from your car. It's why we work with local businesses, helping Waco grow and thrive. And it's why decisions about your accounts and loans are made here in Waco by people who know you. How can we help you? Find out at American Bank, member FDIC.
Quarter of tonight's La Vega Pirate football game is sponsored by Pickens Bail Bonds, located at 705 Kane in Belmead. Next time you're in a difficult situation, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 755-7589.
51-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Rogers to Jabrian Bouye gets the lead back to 21-10. We'll do a scoring drive right after our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff. A line drive, end-over-end kick, caught at about the 8-yard line, and fair caught by Stephenville. You got the scoring drive, Brian.
I do a quick one again. 4 plays, 80 yards, a minute and 34 seconds. Could have been quicker, but
had a penalty in there, yes.
7 points, nonetheless. An enormous answer, I think. I mean, that your offense has stalled out a little bit the last 2 or 3 drives, and I think to come back and answer it now, you're putting pressure back on Stephenville. Which, a deep pass on the first drive did get you 3 points, a muff snap that has everybody going other which way, and you get a touchdown. So you need to calm down here, play your defense, and get the ball back.
Roundtree takes the snap, fakes the handoff, dumps it off to his tight end, and gets to the slot receiver at the 31-yard line. That is number 24, Reese Elston. Gets a 6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And that is Elston's 6th catch of the night. The 22nd pass of the night for Roundtree. 23rd is this play as he drops back, looking, and he throws it into the 4th row.
Yeah, that was a weird play. A lot of the offensive linemen were standing around. The 3 receivers at the top were blocking. And then the running back, Casey Phillips was out here blocking too. I don't know what happened there. That was a weird. Hey, it was smart by the quarterback to throw it out of bounds for sure because it was a busted play. It could have been worse, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
1:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. La Vega up 21-10. 3 receivers to the high side, 1 to the low side. Roundtree in the shotgun. To his left is Phillips. They fake the handoff. Roundtree keeps it himself, and that's a mistake. He gets snowed under at the 29-yard line. It's a loss of 2. That's going to make it a 4th down.
Yeah, and that's, I think, for Roundtree, I think you smell success a few times, and you try to go back to the well a little bit. And in that case, when you're kind of running sideline to sideline there, and you don't really have an angle, you're not going to outrun the La Vega linebackers, defensive ends. And I think that's on the quarterback, too. It looks like the coach is going to talk to him, and he may be hurt a little bit, but not the best of decisions there by Roundtree.
Little score update at the half. It's Miami over the Lakers, 60-56. The Lakers lead that series 3-1 in the NBA Finals. A booming kick has Marcus Willis backed up all the way to the 18-yard line, and that ball just checked up, stops at the 18-yard line, and with 32 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, that's where La Vega will start. Also in the top of the 9th inning, the Tampa Bay Rays lead the New York Yankees 2-1. This game is Game 5. The winner of this one will move on to the American League Championship Series to take on the Houston Astros. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the La Vega Pirate Football Network.
You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football. KWBT Waco, Temple, Colleen.
32 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. La Vega leading 21-10 from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tarleton State University. Three receivers to the near side. Manny Ruiz comes into the backfield. They fake the handoff to him. So Dravion DeGreat catches the out pattern and makes some running room for himself across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 14, a Nick's Foreman go first down for the Pirates. And a real nice job there of DeGreat making some running room for himself.
And that was also Dravion, I think, man. I mean, that was a quick pass where he was probably knocked down, honestly, for a 2-yard gain. Kind of did a shimmy shake, got around it, got about 9 more yards, did another shimmy shake, and got a nice little gain there. But good for him. It's good to see Dravion get some action.
And the first completed pass to someone not named Jabrian Bouye.
There you go.
Rogers in the backfield with Ruiz to his right, Walton to his left. Handoff goes to Walton. Tries to get off left tackle, gets to about the 32. They're going to give him about half a yard on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And there just wasn't a whole lot there from when Jarquay Walton got that ball. As we get down to 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. We get ready to go to the fourth. La Vega leads Stephenville 21-10. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com. From the Marco's Pizza Traveling Broadcast Booth.
Express Dry Clean and Laundry at 901 North Loop 340 is proud to be backing La Vega Pirate Football. At Express Dry Clean and Laundry, we pride ourselves on service, convenience, and quality. Open weekdays 7 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8 to 3 with same-day service available. 3 pant and shirt specials along with discounts to seniors, uniform, military, and police personnel. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, take advantage of our 25% off express bag of dry cleaning. Express Dry Clean and Laundry located at 901 North Loop 340.
Have you heard it said that a player should get their head in the game? Many consumers overpay on credit cards they carry and use on a daily basis. Cards with rigid due dates and hefty late charges. Is this you? Why do this when there's a better local option? At First Central Credit Union, we offer low interest rates, no annual fee, and 10 days grace before a late charge is due. And there's no balance transfer fee. Visit us online at firstcentralcu.com and get your head in the game. Everything we do for you.
Member NCUA.
21-10 is our score from Memorial Stadium on the campus of Tarleton State University. The La Vega Pirates lead Stephenville, trying to go to 2-0 in district play. Rich Richardson, Brian Crownover. 3 receivers to the near side for the Pirates, running back to the right side of Jordan Rogers, who keeps the ball himself, fights his way out almost to the 40-yard line. He'll get to the 39. That's a pickup of 7 for Jordan Rogers, and it is now a 3rd down and short, or 2nd and short. Check that.
And I think Jordan had a really good game last week against Life Waxahachie. I think so far from what I've seen from him, this is his best game as a quarterback. I think he's developed into, I'm seeing the ball better, these zone read options he's pulling and handing off and really throwing the ball well.
Rogers again keeps it himself, gets across the 40, out to the 44. It's going to be a pickup of 5 and a Nick's Foreman go first down. And it is a final. The Tampa Bay Rays will move on to the American League Championship Series to take on the Houston Astros after a 2-1 victory over the New York Yankees. That series will start, I believe, Monday.
There you go. And if I can continue on Rogers here,
yes,
that an example that you guys can't see it, unfortunately, he knew he had the first down and really kind of turned his back and just kind of pushed his way forward. I mean, he ended up getting 5 when really you could have just gone down and gotten 2. So a really nice run by Jordan. He's doing a good job.
3 receivers to the far side. They give it to Walton. He dodges out of a shoulder tackle, and he's off to the races down in their sideline. 30, 20, 1 man to beat, 10, and he gets wrestled out of bounds. A real nice job there of getting away from a shoulder tackle. It's a 40. Actually, it's a 50-yard run for Jarquay Walton all the way down into the Express Dry Clean and Laundry red zone at the 9. Biggest run of the night for Walton, and that puts him over 100 yards at 108. Rogers is already at 100 at 111.
Yeah, and really twice. They could have called face mask, it looked like. I mean, they were up around his helmet, up around his ears. So, you don't need it, I guess, when you're down to the 9-yard line. But you better get a playoff here. There's only 4 seconds on the play clock.
3 receivers to the far side. Snap back, the handoff to Walton, who goes up the middle, gets inside the 5, down to the 4. That's a 5-yard pickup for Jarquay Walton, and it'll be a 2nd and goal from the 4.
And you want to give it to the guy that got you here right for a touchdown, but Jarquay's tired, man.
Oh yeah, and
we've seen him do great things when he's tired. I'm not saying anything bad about him. I mean, he just busted a 50-yard run, which he probably ran about 70 yards. So.
And when you see the substitutions on the offensive line, like what's going on right now,
yeah.
When you see a Devin Smith come in for a Case Baggett, not only do you have a very large young man to block for you, but you've got a fresh, large young man to block for you. They hand off again to Walton, who tries to go off right guard, and they're pushing the pile. They get it down to the 2, and that's all they get it. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2 now. As the clock keeps running, 9:49 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Vega up 21-10, threatening to punch it in again.
Got a little Rocky montage here, trying to fire up the troops. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm a Rocky fan.
3 receivers to the near side. Walton in the backfield with Rogers, who keeps it himself off right tackle, walks in untouched for the touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run for Rogers, and it's now 27-10 in favor of the Pirates.
And that's a play call I thought that they would go to down here when we talked about the quarterback run. It's a play call they like to do, especially to the short side of the field. They had 2 receivers stacked, and then really about 7 offensive linemen with the big guys they brought in. Everything showed that they were going to run to the right, and it's basically, look, man, you can stop us, but we even got a lead blocker in Jarquay, and he was untouched and pranced into the end zone.
Extra point attempt for Pavo Ramirez. Snap back, hold down, kick up, it's good. So with 9:19 to go in the 4th, La Vega extends its lead to 28-10. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com, presented by Southwest Sports Medicine.
Come on, fans, roll into First Central Credit Union. You can bring it local and have lower vehicle payments with First Central. Refinancing vehicles with us gives you the hometown winning advantage. So what's your game plan? It's time to save on all your vehicles and win big with a free Sirius XM trial. It's easy. Visit us online at firstcentralcu.com.
Sirius XM trial offer on factory eligible vehicles. Membership and loan application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Friday nights, lots of things have changed since this pandemic set in, but the need for teachers and coaches hasn't. Only your working conditions. Glenn County Democratic Party is here to thank everyone that's had something to do with these young people on the field tonight. Teachers, coaches, administrators, support staff, you are this fall's first responders. We want to thank you. It didn't have to be this way. Joe Biden supports our neighborhood public schools and opposes vouchers. We stand with all of you as you motivate and inspire. Quickly, I paid for it. I'm Glenn County Democratic Party, Stephen Reed, Treasurer.
A 3-yard touchdown run by Jordan Rogers extends the lead to 28-10. Brian, you got scoring drive.
Yeah, he plays 3 minutes and 13 seconds, and it was an 82-yard drive. An impressive run by Jarquay there to set up the short touchdown for Jordan.
Our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff is a high end-over-end kick caught at the 18-yard line and returned this time by Stephenville across the 25, 30, and brought down at the 30-yard line is number 13, and we've said his name a lot tonight. That's Trace Morrison. So a real nice job on the return, but an even nicer job of coverage by the Pirates.
Yeah, good tackle by Jeremiah Fisher there, guys, whose name we haven't called tonight, so good for him. He didn't really have an edge, but Jeremiah had the edge on him, but he caught his knees and made a nice tackle. And again, let's get back to when it was 14-10. I think you just saw an offense step up. You saw a defense immensely step up after being tired and being on the field literally the entire third quarter. And then the offense comes back and scores again. So Vega doing what they do.
Stephenville with 4 receivers, 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side, 2 in a stack. And they run the same formation that the Pirates have run with Bouye. And does a real nice job of getting the ball into La Vega territory.
I'd say they
pass with Cason Phillips.
Marked him back out to the 47.
And that's still a 14-yard pickup and a Nick Foman go first down.
17 yards, I believe.
So 134 yards in passing for Roundtree so far tonight, who drops back, going right up the middle of the field, has his man, and he dropped it right in the hands of Coy Eakin, straight up the seam, and it was in his hands and dropped with 8:56 to go, second down and 10.
Yeah, I think that was Gavin Rountree's best pass, honestly, man. That was
very easily, yeah.
And that should have been a touchdown, but I don't know where else you wanted as a receiver. You got about 2 yards of separation. He drops it right in the numbers.
2 receivers to each side. The handoff from Roundtree goes to Kason Phillips. Goes out to the 48-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 5. Make it now a 3rd down and 5. And Stephenville's Phillips on his 19th carry of the night for 87 yards. 8:34 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Don't forget to stick around for the postgame show. We'll give you all the facts and figures of tonight's game. Have our Zimmerman Law Firm player of the game and the Waco Trib scoreboard. 2 receivers to each side, and the official comes charging in. A flag comes up after the timeout was called by Stephenville. We'll see what's going on with that as well. But a Community Bank and Trust timeout taken with 8:21 to go here in the fourth. La Vega leads 28-10. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com.
When you suffer an injury at home, work, or on the road involving a car, 18-wheeler, or motorcycle, the first thing you need to do before calling anyone is dial 1-800-INJURIES for locally owned and operated the Zimmerman Law Firm. Hey, this is Big Rich, and the Zimmerman Law Firm has represented thousands of Central Texans in the last 50-plus years and handled more personal injury cases than any other local firm. When you call the Zimmerman Law Firm, you talk to a lawyer, no matter how big or small your case, and they guarantee you're financially taken care of because they only get paid when you win. Hey, don't just take my word for it. Heart of Texas Reader's Choice has named Zimmerman Law Firm the best in Waco. So remember, if you get injured at home, work, or on the road, it just takes one call, y'all, to 1-800-INJURIES or zlawhelp.com for the Zimmerman Law Firm and tell them I told you to call. Principal Office, Waco, Texas. No fee unless you recover.
Also gives Stephenville the ball at the 33 of La Vega. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Roundtree takes the snap, drops back. Pressure coming from Roberts, throws to the sideline. He had an intended receiver, but he wasn't paying attention to it. Roundtree was just trying to get away from Roberts.
You see Big Rayshon. He's a big dude, man. And we talk about how fast he is running after you. You're running for your life, no doubt.
Yeah, the only thing that's scarier than big is big and fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talk about Andrew Brown being big and athletic. Rayshon, man, he doesn't look it, but he is nimble, and he made a nice pass rush there.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Roundtree hands it off to Phillips, who goes up the middle, fights his way across the 30 out to about the 29, and they're going to make it a 4-yard carry, so it's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
And you are in 4-down territory here, unless you just lose 15 yards here, but so you can kind of take a chance here if you want to.
2 receivers to each side for the Jackets. Roundtree takes the snap, looking, has his man in the seam. That is Eakin at the 15-10-5 touchdown. Coy Eakin, real nice job of making the catch, turning the hook and going up the middle to the end zone for the 28-yard touchdown, and it's now 28-16 Pirates.
Yeah, that's a simple little, look up at a 12 or 14-yard little cross, and he just kind of sat there and waited. And Travis Johnson, for some reason, was kind of in the safety position. I don't know if he just flexed back too much, but he wasn't going to catch Coy Eakin on that one, and Stephenville's not going away.
Snap back, hold down, kick up, and it is good. So with 7:37 to go in the fourth, our fourth quarter is presented by First Central Credit Union with 3 convenient Waco locations, including Bellmead Drive across from City Hall. The Pirates lead 28-17. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com, presented by Southwest Sports Medicine.
Friday nights, lots of things have changed since this pandemic set in, seasons, but the need for teachers and coaches hasn't. Only your working conditions. McLennan County Democratic Party is here to thank everyone that's had something to do with these young people on the field tonight. Teachers, coaches, administrators, support staff, you are this fall's first responders. We want to thank you. It didn't have to be this way. Joe Biden supports our neighborhood public schools and opposes vouchers. We stand with all of you as you motivate and inspire. Clinically, I pay for it. McLennan County Democratic Party, Stephen Reed, Treasurer.
Come on, fans, roll into First Central Credit Union. You can bring it local and have lower vehicle payments with First Central. Refinancing vehicles with us gives you the hometown winning advantage. So what's your game plan? It's time to save on all your vehicles and win big with a free Sirius XM trial. It's easy. Visit us online at firstcentralcu.com.
Sirius XM trial offer on factory eligible vehicles. Membership and loan application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
A 28-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Roundtree to Coy Eakin cuts the La Vega lead to 28-17. Brian, you've got the scoring drive.
Then 7 plays, 70 yards, took up 2.5 minutes, and a nice play there at the end to really keep the Yellow Jackets in the game.
Our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff lining up like an onside kick, and it is an onside kick. The Pirates look like they have it. And they do have it. So La Vega comes away with the ball, and it'll be a first down and 10 for the Pirates from their own 48-yard line. Number 32, Keyshawn Taylor, coming up with the ball, and I don't know, a little early for an onside kick?
Yeah, I think so. They only have one timeout left. That's the thing.
That is true.
I think you can kick it deep one more time, though. I think you may get the ball back with 4 minutes, and with the way their offense has been going, go score. But now it's if La Vega can do anything here, put this one to bed.
3 receivers to the far side. The running back is Jarquay Walton. To the left of the quarterback, Jordan Rogers. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, finds some running room, goes right up the gut, and he's only got one man to beat. Crosses over, has a blocker, and Soldravion the Great. 10-5, touchdown, Jordan Rogers. 51-yard touchdown for Jordan Rogers. And, yeah, they made something out of that one. 34-17 in favor of the Pirates.
Well, I'm laughing at that, and I'm also laughing at Soldravion, who's downfield blocking, and he's probably in the back of his head is going, I'm not getting called for holding him. This will be the third one called back. So he's running in front of the receiver with his hands in the air like he's, got caught, and he's just running in front of the dude like, I'm not holding him. But a great job by Soldravion, and a great job by Jordan, too, but good also for both of them, but he wouldn't get called for a penalty.
Yeah, especially when that would have been the third one for Jordan called back.
Yeah.
Not just the third one, but the third one for Jordan.
I'm going to stay in the way and block, but I'm not going to touch the dude, man.
Yeah.
That was a good play.
Snap back, hold down, kick up. It is good. And with 7:24 to go in the fourth quarter, La Vega now up 35-17. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com from the Marco's Pizza traveling broadcast booth.
Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is proud to be the team physicians for Baylor Athletics. Whether you're a Big 12 conference athlete, a high school star, or your glory days are a thing of the past, the doctors at Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics know you may need specialists to help you recover from your injuries, just like the athletes you see on SportsCenter. Dr. John Ellis, David Haynes, Chris Myers, and Corbett Boone are there to provide both surgical and non-surgical care for the injured athlete and active adult. Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletics, will get you back in the game.
Pickens Bail Bonds, voted #1 bail bond company in McLennan County, is a family-owned bail bond company in business since 1995. Pickens Bail Bonds is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with fast, reliable service to guide you, your family, and your friends through difficult times. Next time you need help, give Pickens Bail Bonds a call at 254-755-7589. Pickens Bail Bonds says, go Pirates!
A 51-yard touchdown run by Jordan Rogers, his second of the night, extends the Pirates' lead to 35-17. Our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff is a high end-over-end kick, fair caught by Stephenville. So they'll start their next drive from their own 25. Brian, you've got the scoring drive.
Yeah, it's going to take a while. One play, 11 seconds and 51 yards.
So The fourth touchdown of the night that Jordan Rogers is responsible for. 2 passing, 2 rushing. Almost 300 total yards. 123 in the passing game, 165 rushing for Jordan Rogers. So it's 288. And we still got 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the far side for Stephenville. Roundtree drops back, looking, keeps it himself, and he gets tripped up. A very, very nice play there by Vincent Henderson, taking his legs out from under him, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, really nice play by Vincent there. He said he might have had a little bit of room to the outside, close to being a sack, really, but he got him right at the line of scrimmage. I think it was a designed quarterback draw to go up the middle, but they forced him to cut back out to the left side, and Vincent was there waiting.
3 receivers this time for Stephenville. Roundtree drops back, going deep down the near sideline, has his man in Coy Eakin, and just overthrows him a hair, covered by Marcus Willis and Javon Eigelhart on the play. Pass falls incomplete, and they'll make it a 3rd down now and 10.
And you're going to be surprised. Yeah, there's a flag on the far side of the field.
Gavin Roundtree tonight is 13 of 28 for 162 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a sideline violation, I think, on Vega. They're waving it off.
They're waving off.
Yep. And nobody seems to be arguing that. So, but that's, yeah, hey, look, man, there's been, 500 penalties called on La Vega. You get one waved off. Sometimes things do go your way, Rich. Right?
Two receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. The quarterback Roundtree in the shotgun with the running back Phillips to his right. Play clock down to 5. Roundtree takes the snap. They fake the handoff. Roundtree running, pressure coming, looking for a man, has nobody, throws it, and he gets it over Jesse Major Sterling and caught, gets out of a couple of tackles, and he is off to the races. 10-5, touchdown. That's Trace Morrison on the catch. A 75-yard touchdown pass, and that cuts the La Vega lead to 35-23.
Yeah, and that's just, quarterback throws back across his body as he's rolling out to the left side. He gets tipped by several La Vega defenders and ends up in his hand. Missed tackle, and then he's off to the races. Again, just kind of a fluke play there. Really good defense, and should be punting now if you're Stephenville, but the Yellow Jackets get a touchdown on what is a weird play.
Snap back, hold down, kick up, and it's good. So 6:48 to go now in the fourth quarter. La Vega 35, Stephenville 24. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com from the Marco's Pizza traveling broadcast booth.
Since 1945, Willis Plumbing, located at 3217 Belmead Drive, has been your source for all your plumbing repairs and septic tank service needs in Belmead and surrounding areas. Kenny Willis, a 1966 La Vega graduate, and wife Martha, a 1968 graduate, invite you to give them a call the next time a plumbing problem arises at your business or residence. Willis Plumbing is your source for all plumbing supplies. Electric sewer service and sewer camera inspection is available. When you need help with a plumbing problem, give Willis Plumbing a call at 799-5300. Remember, our plumbing pays because it stays.
How can we help you? That's a question we ask every day at American Bank. Hi, I'm President and CEO Dana Hassel. Our commitment to our customers is what drives us. It's why we've invested in new branch buildings and technology like ITMs that let you speak to a teller face-to-face from your car. It's why we work with local businesses, helping Waco grow and thrive. And it's why decisions about your accounts and loans are made here in Waco by people who know you. How can we help you? Find out at American Bank, member FDIC.
75-yard touchdown pass from Roundtree to Eakin cuts into the La Vega lead, 35-24. You got the scoring drive, Brian.
3 plays, 75 yards, 1 minute and 8 seconds taken off the clock.
So, get ready for another Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff. Hard to believe it was 14-0 not that long ago. 14-10 even less long ago.
Yeah.
our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff is a high blooper of a kick, and La Vega falls on it at the 18-yard line. And La Vega ends up taking over at the 19, actually.
And you really want to get a nice, everybody calm down, get 2 or 3 first downs. Now, let's let Jordan break it for 81 yards. It'd be good, like he has. But, get some first downs, waste the clock. Again, we talked a minute ago about Stephenville only having that one timeout, which is huge right now. I mean, if they have all 3, they can kind of play comfortable. Not 100% sure why they didn't onside kick there if they were going to do it a minute and a half ago. But nonetheless...
Well, it almost worked out for him because the return man
didn't want to pick it up.
And it was a live ball.
Right.
3 receivers to the far side, and we have a stoppage of play, delay of game on the Pirates.
Yeah, that's not very good there after the kickoff. I mean, you gotta have a play call there up your sleeve.
So 1st down and 15 now for the Pirates with 6:26 to go. Don't forget to stick around for the postgame show immediately after tonight's game. We'll get you caught up on all the action throughout the area. We'll give you all the facts and figures of tonight's game and have our Zimmerman Law Firm player of the game. 3 receivers to the far side. Jordan Rogers keeps it himself. Gets across the 20, 25, finds a hole across the 30, and gets out to the 34-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 19 and a next Foreman go 1st down for Jordan Rogers.
Yeah, when you're having a night, you're having a night. And he's seeing holes. He's seeing things that people don't. Of course, there's another flag, so we're bringing it back. So negate what I just said.
There is right at the 13-yard line. So that'll be a half the distance to the goal penalty. That'll move the Pirates back to about the 5-yard line.
That should be at the 7, but...
So 6:16 to go in the 4th quarter.
I think they're going to move it up.
Yeah, I think the linesman is making that.
There you go.
There you go, up to the 7. So now 3 receivers to the far side for the Pirates.
And you're not in a hurry. The clock started again. I mean, let it go down. I don't know if they realize that. But.
Rogers in the backfield with Walton, takes the snap, hands it off to Walton, and goes up the middle, gets out to the 10, 11-yard line. A pickup of 4.
And again, you got, it's back to 2nd down now. That was 1st down. You can still realistically waste another minute and a half or 2 minutes. And again, we've seen them break some too. So keep running, keep doing what you're doing. I think you keep wasting clock. And again, Stephenville has to score 2 times. So you're still in control, even though it's 2nd and long. You don't really have to get it outside of your playbook. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Walton to the left of Rogers on this 2nd down play. Rogers keeps it, goes up the middle, gets out to about the 12. A real nice job of defense there by Stephenville. Rogers gets 2 yards out to the 12, but it's still a 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, I kind of thought Stephenville might call a timeout there. I think that was a good time to do it on a 3rd and long.
Clock goes under 5 minutes.
You're going to waste 40 seconds. When you only have 1 left, it's not quite as precious at the end of the game, Call it now. You're going to get the ball back with 5 minutes left. But they're continuing to let the clock run, and it looks like they're going to snap it down with a couple of seconds left.
4:45 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Rogers takes the snap, hands it off to Walton, has a hole up the middle, and lots of running room down the far sideline. 40, midfield, 1 man to beat. 40, 30, 20, keeping his balance.
He
almost stayed in.
Yep, and no flags.
No flags, and he got knocked out of bounds at about, I have one official saying the 32, and there's another one down here. Yeah, they're saying the 32, so that's going to be 38 and 18 is 56 yards on the run for Jorquay Walton.
I'm telling you, man, this quarter's been weird. It's just been back and forth of adding things up, big runs, big passes, stuff like that.
And the clock is at 4:29.
Yeah, it stopped.
Stopped on the out-of-bounds play.
Wow.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, but it does get La Vega out of the shadow of the goalpost, too. Rogers keeps it off left tackle, and he is off to the races for the touchdown. And it's another 32-yard touchdown run. Makes it now 41-24 in favor of the Pirates.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's actually, what I do know. Stephenville's just tired. I mean, they've been getting dominated up front. Their front seven, who had such a good start to this game, has just been bullied the entire game now, especially here in the fourth quarter. I'm not even sure there's a guy within 5 yards of him on that run from the 33-yard line. So,
well, and they had 10 guys in the box.
Yeah, and just that's Jordan Rogers being Jordan Rogers, and that's the big guys up front doing their job. And looks like they've kind of put this one out of reach late.
The extra point attempt by Ramirez. Snap back, hold down, kick up. It is good. A perfect 6 for 6 for Pablo Ramirez tonight as the Pirates are up 42-24 with 4:20 to go in the fourth. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on 94.5 The Beat and CentexBeat.com. Are streaming on CentexBeat.com and the Centex Beat app, presented by First Central Credit Union.
Express Dry Clean and Laundry at 901 North Loop 340 is proud to be backing La Vega Pirate football. At Express Dry Clean and Laundry, we pride ourselves on service, convenience, and quality. Open weekdays 7 to 7 and on Saturdays from 8 to 3 with same-day service available. 3 pant and shirt specials along with discounts to seniors, uniform, military, and police personnel. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, take advantage of our 25% off Express bag of dry cleaning. Express Dry Clean and Laundry located at 901 North Loop 340.
You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football. KWBT Waco, Temple, Killeen.
First shot, let's go.
94.5.
A 32-yard touchdown run by Jordan Rogers makes it now 42-24 in favor of the Pirates. And Ryan, you've got the scoring drive.
Yeah, another quick one. 5 plays, 81 yards. Took up just 2 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock.
So Jordan Rogers, 15 carries, 199 yards, and 3 scores rushing tonight. Our Members' Choice Credit Union kickoff is a high end-over-end kick. Caught at the 15-yard line and brought straight up the far hash mark. Comes across the field, 25-30, and out to about the 34-yard line. And it looks like that is number 13, Trace Morrison, on the return. And the Yellow Jackets, will start in good field position at their own 34 with 4:13 to go, but they trail by 18.
Yeah, I don't know what else you can do. Your offense is doing well. You're getting good breaks, but you just can't stop La Vega. So you got to just throw it deep here a bunch and see what can happen.
4 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Empty backfield for Roundtree. He keeps it on the quarterback draw, and that just got squelched by number 25, Marcus Cobb, as he put the shoulder pad right into the hip of the quarterback, Roundtree, and it's going to actually be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
And that was a formation where they all line up quick and bunched at the line of scrimmage and then spread out. Marcus Cobb saw that once and saw the quarterback draw they ran the last time they did it. And he said, that ain't happening again, buddy. Knocked him back for a yard loss.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 back in the backfield with Roundtree. Hands it off to Phillips, who has a little bit of running room. Gets across the 42 to 41, and that's going to make a pickup of about 7. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Phillips getting very close to having a 100-yard night of his own, has 98 on 21 carries. 3 receivers to the far side. They throw a little halfback fade. Now they throw it back across to Roundtree to the near side of the field. Has some running room across the 50 and goes out of bounds at the 41. So the pass actually goes from Kason Phillips to Gavin Roundtree, and it's an 18-yard pickup and a Nick Foman go 1st down. Two receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Roundtree throws out on the seam. A missed tackle by a Pirate, and the the Yellow Jackets get all the way down inside the 15 to the 13. The Express Dry Clean and Laundry red zone. Reese Elston making the catch. It was a 24-yard catch for Elston. First down and 10 for Stephenville. 2 receivers to each side stacked. He throws to the end zone. It's intercepted by the Pirates. That's Javon Eigelhart. A little bit of an overthrow on the pass, Brian, and Eigelhart was right there to make the play.
It was, and that was just we're going to kind of try to throw it in the end zone so we can onside kick and get back in the game. Probably one of those throws as a quarterback in Gavin Roundtree that you want back, because he could have thrown it a little bit shorter, I think, and towards that pylon, and probably would have been a touchdown. But fortunately, he overthrew it. A great play by Javon Eigelhart, though. He jumped up and caught it, and seemingly will put this one on ice now with Stephenville with just that one timeout left.
2:37 to go. 42-24. La Vega on top. Don't forget to stick around for the post-game show immediately following tonight's game. Get you all the facts and figures of tonight's game. Rogers takes the snap, hands it off to Walton, and he has running room down the far sideline. A couple guys to beat, and Walton gets to midfield. It's a 31-yard run for Jarquay Walton, and a Nix Foreman go first down.
Yeah, and that was Jarquay. We kind of saw the swipe there at the end where he pushed his man by him, but he did it to stay in bounds. I mean, that was a very smart play.
Yeah,
Keep the clock running, and he stays in bounds.
And it wasn't a stiff arm. It was more like a clubbing blow.
Get off me type situation.
Yeah. So, first down and 10 for the Pirates in Stephenville territory. 2:08 and counting. Play clock is at 10. So by the time this ball gets snapped, it'll be under 2 minutes. Running back to each side of the quarterback, Blaine Nickel takes the snap, hands it off to Deidrick Brawley, who goes around the far side, has a little bit of running room, fights his way inside the 40 and down to the 36. So a 13-yard pickup for Deidrick Brawley, and another Nix Foreman go first down. 1:45 and counting here in the fourth quarter. La Vega up 42-24. And I would imagine one more first down play like that, dependent on what Stephenville is going to do with that timeout.
Well, I think you can hand it off here and probably get the victory a few times.
Running back.
25 left, sorry.
You're good. Running back on each side of Nickel. Receiver to each side, letting the play clock run. Nickel hands it off. Coming around the near side is Jeremiah Fisher, has some running room, gets wrestled down at the 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 9-10. It'll be a Nix Foreman go first down.
And wisely cut up again to the inside there to stay in bounds. So La Vega's doing everything right on this last drive for sure.
1 minute now officially left in the ball game. By the time this one gets snapped, there will be right around 30 seconds left. The Pirates are going to win this one and move to 5-1 on the season, 2-0 in district play.